Greetings and salutations. What's going on? We got twin flames of separation here. Got the spread already out. Let's take two. Just got a quick rant before I begin. Just carry on from my little PSA that I had prior to this video. So I've been saying this every season. I can say I don't mind reiterating. I know I cuss. I know I be smoking cigarettes. Bud smoking, I stopped doing that shit. I mean, I work with kids now. I really can't, fuck myself up at this point. I do work with kids. Okay, so during the day, I'm not sitting at my house. Like, I'm not doing these videos from my basement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a house. I've been on the house thing. Like, I'm just trying to maintain my stuff. I work with kids all day. I'm tutoring them. You know what I mean? Mentoring them, trying to be some type of structure. So it's hard. Like, I don't cuss around kids. You know what I mean? I don't smoke around these kids. Like, I don't do a lot of shit around these kids. They kids, though. Y'all adults. I wish I would start treating adults like some kids. I wish I would let some grown-ass kids try to dictate what I do. Y'all can watch a movie with the same messages that I got. Feel nothing. I need y'all to bring that same damn energy, man. Don't allow me cussing to get in the way of the message. It's the message. That's what you should be coming here for. If you're coming here for how I look, what I'm wearing, or the spread and shit, you ain't getting none of that. I stopped showing y'all the cards 2 years ago for a reason. I just got tired of the gankers, man. If you're going to gank me, you're going to have to really sit here and watch the gank. No more showing y'all my hands. Showing y'all my cards. That shit dead. Like I say, I've hopped through hoops for y'all. I've done that. That was year 1, year 2 business. We going on year 4. Please don't tell me how to run my show. These some bomb-ass messages. You gonna let them go to waste, allowing something like, I don't know, smoke you can't smell? Or words that don't hurt. Get in the way of my general message here. It's like Def Comedy Jam. Not Comic View. It was a big difference between Comic View and Def Comedy Jam. There really wasn't no difference between Def Comedy Jam and Comic View. You know what I'm saying? Def Jam was a little bit more raw. But the poets at Def Comedy, the comedians at Def Comedy Jam were way more iller and realer than Comic View. There's hella people out here to get the messages that you're looking for. I just know when you come over here, you just do shit a little different. I'm not here to talk down to nobody. I'm not here to do nothing but what I just said, yo. I'm just here to show y'all the path, show y'all the way, teach y'all how to do this cards thing so y'all can go to your own understanding for shit. I'll be dropping facts, statistics, and good shit in the midst of it. Don't let what I do get in the way of the message. I tutor kids all day, man. They hit me with all kind of shit. Why they can't focus on one problem. They'll give me 3 to 4 reasons of why they can't do something that they're supposed to be just focusing on. So I'm going to need y'all to get in gear. This show is going to go on. I'm not going to quit this shit. I'm saying, like, we're going to rock this till the wheels fall off. And even when the wheels fall off, when there's not a single view on these videos, I'm still going to be putting out a message. Sorry. Let's get with it. Twin flames of separation. Reading starts in 4 minutes. First card in this message is very important. We got the 3 of Wands. This is purpose. 2 of Wands, that's survival. That's making ends meet. That's taking care of yourself and your family. Hoorah. We need to do more. That's evolution. I mean, eventually you're doing shit in the world that you need to do anyway, because if you don't do it, you ain't going to survive, right? All right. Aside from survival, because birds, bees, boars, bacteria do that, we need to do something more. What are wants? Actions, behavior, things you're doing, things you've done, not things you finna do because you ain't did it yet. I'm going to try to calm on the cussing a little bit. Hopefully you still get the message. You still going to find something, but whatever. Children, whatever. Purpose, that's all that matters. Because if you do this well, and you at least do this, try, or at least attempt this right here, you can at least try attempt to get to the next step. That's twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. That's the 4 of Wands. Clarifying this 3 of Wands, we got the 6 of Swords. This is rolling with the homie. Who is the homie? That's God, that's yourself, or your twin. Who is the homie? That's you rolling with God, that's you rolling with yourself, basically fucking with yourself the long way, excuse my French. Or this is you rolling with your twin. It's your purpose to roll with your twin eventually, sometime in your life. It's your purpose to roll with God eventually, at some point in your life. And it's your purpose to mess with yourself the long way at some point in life. Trinity. You need to have a Trinitized mindset, or at least doing Trinitized actions at some point in your life. You sitting here wondering why doors ain't opening. You sitting here wondering why things ain't clicking. You sitting here wondering why. Why ask why? Learn by doing. Learn by doing. Wands, purpose, they're action. Survival is an action. If you gotta do actions just to survive, and you gotta do actions just for purpose, do you think actions ain't involved in your twin flame union, reunion, and recognition, which is the next card? When God rolls with you, where you at? You at home, because that's the only place God at. Where's God? He in Zion. What's up? God is what's up. When you rolling with God, you in Zion. 4 wands. When you rolling with your twin, you in union, recognition, or reunion with your twin. If you messing with yourself the long way, that's self-explanatory. Things will click. That's fairly important. Bottom line was very important. It's going past the point of no return. I told you, there's only one right way, and that's up. Down is not a direction. Up is the direction. It's the only direction. From the time we were put here on this world, from birth, we've been looking up. Soon you came out your mama's womb, you looked up. Soon you was placed in your mother's arms, you looked up. You've been looking up. That was the right way. You didn't. The baby ain't looking down unless they got a problem. A calf, an animal that's just born, they ain't looking down unless they got a problem. Everything is up. Substance is up. Whether that's you, you know what I'm saying, looking for the teat to get the nourishment, or you looking for God to get some nourishment. Or, like I say, it's messing with yourself the long way, right? That's you looking to yourself for answers, looking to yourself for confidence, looking to yourself for truth, yourself for power. 3s are all about evolution. I told you that. Ace of Swords, that's the right way. 2 of Swords, that's preparing yourself or doing whatever the hell you need to do to go the right way. All 3 of Swords is going past the point of no return. What's going past the no return? That's staying on the right path. You knew where the path was. You tried to go somewhere else. You tried. That didn't work. How about trying the original path that God had and planned for us? Like I said, you can go all around God. You still going to go the right way. You know that saying, every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess? If not that Jesus is the Son of Christ, Son of God, then God is all. God is everything. It's mental. God is a sword, the King of Swords. The final sword is God. What's the sword? Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. It's the direction you're going in life. And there's only one direction we going, and that's up. Clarifying this 3 of Swords, we got the 9 of Swords. You know the reason why you go past the point of no return? So you passed the point of no return. 9 of Swords, that's too many thoughts. Too many decisions. That's a whole head full of thoughts. Could be doubt, insecurity, irrationality, whatever it is mental. We need a clear path here. We need a clear path here. The only swords that's out here that gives a clear path is the 6 of Swords. That shit clicking. So click with it. That's a smooth thought. Like with a mind like this, everything gonna click. Everything gonna make sense. But with a mental blockage, you ain't gonna get nowhere. And this is the step before the 10 of Swords, which is a permanent ending or death. You can stress yourself to death. You can worry yourself to death. You can do a lot of shit mentally that can become your downfall. 9 of Swords plus 3 of Swords. What's that? That's the Queen of Swords. That's 12 swords. What's the Queen of Swords? That's the Lucy Liu card. What's the Lucy Liu card? Moving fast and furiously. No, excuse me. Sorry, that's the Knight of Wands. What's the Lucy Liu card? Lucy Liu card, Queen of Swords in my deck, is being 10 toes down on what mental direction you want to go in life. This is knowing what direction you want to go. Not this Knight of Swords energy. You think you're going the right way, or you think up is the right way. This is you thinking. It ain't what you think, it's what you know. What's the Queen of Swords? That's being 10 toes down on what mental direction you're going in. Also, Queen of Swords is doing everything in your mental power to help your situation. You're trying to go past the point of no return. You're doing everything in your power. Feels like you can't do no more. It's time for you to let go and let God. That's the King of Swords. But before you let go and let God, you better give it all you got. It's all mental. What you want or what you don't want. How bad you want it, if you want to manifest it, or if you can manifest it or not. It all starts in the mind. And that's bottom line. We're going past the point of no return. We just stand on the right path. The right path is hard. The wrong path is easy. It's hella options out here for going in the direction away from God. But it's also a lot of traps away from God. It's also a lot of sorrow and woes and lack and scarcity and unsureness going away from God. The higher you go up, which is ascension, the less people going to be there. You might think you got a lot more help outside the ascension arena, but you're highly mistaken. Go up. Kicking this thing on off. I go for the masculine and the feminine. Kicking this thing on off. We got the sauce, 6 of Cups. Who do I facilitate the sauce with? The divine feminine. That's why it's in your row here. Feminine, this is being all that. Told you, we all that. This is the starting gate that I be talking about. We all came from the same starting gate. We were all born the same way. This is that. This is having sauce, having a soul. This is your essence. This is your steez. This is what makes you you. Everybody is somebody. Me, I never took that away from no one. Everybody is somebody. That's cool in the game. But it's a step after this. That's the 7 of Cups. That's being all that in a bag of chips. That's being more to your name. That's being more to your number. That's being more than your credit score. That's being more than your job title. That's being more than a mother. That's being more than a brother. That's being more than a husband. It's being more than a baby daddy. And it's definitely being more than a statistic. This is a statistic. Everybody is a statistic. Be something more than that. Why motherfuckers want to jump down on me? Y'all calling people out. I don't look at it that way. I'm just saying, be great. Why not? I'm just saying, be great. Why not? Push yourself. That's how you become great. Ascend higher. That's how you become great. Get more money, more status, more power, more whatever. More makes you great. Because it was having a little bit more Ace of Cups in your diet that turns you from a statistic to being all that in a bag of chips. It's just an Ace of Cups that turns you from being everybody else in the world to something different. Putting smoke on this 6 of Cups, feminine. We got the 2 of Swords. This is pussyfooting around. I told you, we went through the 3 of Swords in the bottom line. You're gonna have to go past the point of no return. All 2 of Swords is like I say, just preparing to go past the point of no return. We all know what direction we need to go in. You ain't ready for this. This ain't ready for you. Okay, prepare. You ain't going backwards preparing. You just getting what you need to make this trip. Ace of Swords. That's like, going back to the slave analogy, that's like knowing where freedom at. You can't just head north thinking you're going to hit freedom eventually. No, it doesn't work like that. You know where freedom at. You know where God is at. You know where purpose at. You know where your twin is at. That's just the first step. Prepare. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Going to people in twin flame situations. What did you do after recognition? Recognition is a phase. You know what happens usually after recognition? Separation. You know what usually happens after separation? Union. You know what usually happens after union? Separation. You know what happens after separation, after union? Reunion. And it just keeps going and going and going and going. Thank God we doing stuff for God and the world. Thank God we be in Zion and the world. Thank God we ain't just going through this twin flame situation, which kind of feel like a circle. It might feel like a circle if it's a karmic situation. If this ain't your divine, if there ain't nothing divine in it. That's an infinity. We do stuff at home, which is heaven, and we do shit on earth. We do stuff with God, and we do stuff for other people. We do stuff for ourselves, and we do stuff for our twin. Like we all, I mean, we doing more. What is this? That's the Three of Wands. That's path. That's purpose. What is the Three of Wands anyway? That's the divine feminine's role. This is what you need to be doing anyway. Only thing you should be pussyfooting around on is not having what you need to proceed to the next step, which is the Three of Swords, which is going past the point of no return. This is you being ready to make that trip towards your master, towards God, towards your purpose, towards this new place in life, towards a new plateau. We're going up, not just in love. We're going up in everything, not just in health. We're going up in everything, not just in money. We're going up with everything. So coming to the situation, feminine, you saucy, and that's cool having sauce. Sauce just gets you in the game. What you need to figure out is what mental direction you want to go and stay there. This is hopping the fence. This is pussyfooting around. Somebody wants you to pick a side. You don't know what side to pick. Your whole crew and family just broke up. Your whole crew just split up. You got one crew, you got the other one. Like two temptations. You trying to figure out where you belong. Best way to figure out a situation like that, analyze what's going on. If they beefing amongst themselves to where they split, thus leaving you, probably the only one with sense to choose who they want to be with, choose you. Choose you. Family break apart, split apart. My family did. A lot of families are. Motherfuckers want you to pick a side. Pick your immediate family. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Your immediate family. Did a little video back about, weirdos in the family and shit like that. See, the reason why I address shit like that is so y'all can work on that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, we talking like shit that happened like 20, 30 years ago. Anything past 7 years is completion. 7 years is a sign of completion. If you dragging anything past 7 years, you ain't completed that. That is still present. That is still in your life, in your mind, in your heart, in your actions, and in your manifestations. I'm saying dead shit. I'm not saying take your kids around the weirdos. I ain't saying you personally, single-handedly take yourself around this weirdo. I said handle that business at home. What's home? That's places where God at. Family reunion. God up in there. Y'all at y'all granny house having a family event. That's when beefs get squabbled. That's when you should squabble a beef. You hear people in the streets, these gangbangers, they beefing. Where do they go to do mediation? Community center, church. Why a community center? Why a church? Because that's where God at. You know what I'm saying? That's where God at. That's the best place to talk, to squash it. The best way to talk about business. Like I say, I don't care what happened to you, man. Ain't y'all seen the movie Anton Fisher? Like, what the fuck does that mean to y'all? Excuse my French. That's a pretty crazy movie. Precious. It's a pretty crazy movie. But what were the themes of the movies? Completion. It's messed up what her Precious mama did to Precious. It's messed up what Antoine Fisher family did to him. But what did he do? He grew up, became a man, came back for closure. Because I told you, we go through cycles. If you don't close doors, it's just going to be a cycle going back and back and back until it gets handled. Antoine Fisher just handled his business. It got to the point where he just couldn't deal with the shit no more. He needed to get over this so he can grow. Precious, she had to get over that too. It's not easy being these type of people in these type of situations, but it happens every single day. That's called being strong. Okay? Sometimes you're going to have to, like I say, close a door that you left open a long time ago. Feminine, we about getting over it. It's time to move. It's time to move. A lot of y'all been pivoting. Y'all want to do this, but y'all feel y'all ain't prepared enough to do this. I keep telling y'all learn through actions. Just start doing it so y'all can learn. This twin flame thing, you don't even know where to start with it. Start somewhere. Start somewhere. Purpose. You trying to find it. Okay? Start somewhere. Do some wands. Wands, you will learn. Being in your head, swords, ain't gonna get you nowhere but a two of swords right here. You stuck at a pussyfooting around card. You ain't even went past the point of no return mentally. You ain't even went to the arena of trying mentally. Six of Cups. You can be saucy all day. You can be smart all day. You can have ability all day. You still gotta do it. Cups and swords. That's just your heart and mind. Being in your heart and mind is cool, but we need some wands, feminine. Make sure you're doing things. What are wands? That shit you're doing. Shit you've done, not shit you finna do because you ain't did it. Masculine, you come into the situation with the Knight of Cups. This is the Romeo card. This is just big old emotion. See that cup? That's just huge emotion. This is also the Knights, Queens, Kings, and things. So this is a divine realm. Masculine, you being in the Knight of Cups is like the feminine being in the Knight of Wands or being in the Knight of Pentacles energy. Who rules the the Wands in the Pentacle arena? The masculine do. Who rules the cups in the mental sword agenda? That's the divine feminine. So divine feminine, you here in your heart and mind, a place you're at all the time. Okay, you need to get to some wands. It's time for you to step into the masculine energy. Masculine, here you are vibrating on the Knight of Cups. This is the heart and mind. This is the feminine arena. You stepping into your feminine side. Good business right there. That's gonna help with something. More smoke. You got the Nine of Cups. Here go more cups for you. Aside from having a big ass passion, a big ass emotion for something, or huge feelings for something, we got the Knight of Cups. What's the Knight of Cups? That's dreams come true, wishes granted, or miracles. That's dreams come true, wishes granted, or miracles. Now, what do I usually say about dreams come true, wish granted, or miracles? They still happen. God still splits Red Seas. God still appears in burning bushes. God still is feeding a multitude with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. God still blesses, man. Wishes still come true. Mines do. I know I ain't the only motherfucker that be having wishes granted, dreams come true, and miracles that happen in my life. It happens to all divines. Your masculine is in the energy of like really feeling a dream come true, a miracle, or a wish granted happening. I told you, anything you want, you need to feel something for it before you have it. You need to see it in your hand before you hold it in your hand. You need to feel something about it in your hand or in front of you before you have it. It's like a warm up. It's like any visualization exercise. How do you manifest anything? Visualization helps. Affirmations help. What do you think visualization exercises and affirmations are? It's just a way to get you in this cup feeling. What are cups? Feelings and emotions. What are feelings and emotions? Just indicators on where you're going mentally. If you feel so happy, 10 of cups, the step after this 9 of cups. If you feel so happy about something that you ain't even got yet, ooh, imagine how you're going to feel when you get it. If you had a dream that you had something that you wanted before you got it, those are good signs. Like usually when I dream of stuff, I know stuff happens, stuff gonna come my way. Usually when I foresee things, I know it's gonna happen. I remember one time I was debating on where I wanted to live. I woke up and just smelled seawater. Like, man, I need to move close to the sea. I just uprooted. Left from Nashville, Tennessee to Savannah, Georgia. God gave me that vision. I was in Savannah for a brief time. But I like anywhere I end up going, I've ended up in Utah, Nashville, Savannah, DC. You know what I mean? Been a few places. And Vegas. I always have a spiritual experience. Every place I go to, it was meant for me to be there. It was meant for me to be there. You know what I mean? Not only are you having these feelings masculine, you trust in your feelings. You feel enough to know, about what's going to happen in the upcoming future. This is twin flames and separation, right? Okay, let's proceed. Feminine, you in regards to the masculine, you got the 9 of Pentacles. This is a and this is 90%, so it's an A. A plus is a 10 of Pentacles. That's 100%. The step before this 9 of Pentacles is the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is a 80%. That's a B. B is a good standing, but A is an even better one. Why do you even put yourself in the A? This is you, because you're a Pentacle, lining your life up. I told you, 8 of Pentacles is your life in a car. You're just lining your life up. For what? To make room for another person, place, or a thing. What's 10 of Pentacles? That's you and another Pentacle sharing life together. You and another Pentacle coming together like butt cheeks. You and somebody else becoming one. Or 10 of Pentacles is the manifestation. You had a dream, wish, or a miracle you wanted to happen. This is that dream, miracle, or a wish coming true. That's what a 10 of Pentacles represent too. So right now, feminines, y'all at a 9 of Pentacles when it comes to y'all self. All y'all got to do, me included, because I'm a divine feminine, is line our life up. That's the reason why I've been like keeping it extra real going into this new year. It's a lot of shit I've been wanting to say. I'm going to get it out bit by bit. I can't hit y'all with too much too hard because y'all see what happens. Clarifying you lining your life up, feminine, we got the 9 of Wands. That's the wounded warrior. That's being overburdened. This is like a straw about to break the camel back. This is you just tired of being tired. This is like you feeling like you about to give up or you can't go on. You at the 9 of Pentacles. There's one more step after this, which is completion. Like pretty much once you line yourself up, it's like the Queen of Swords. What's the Queen of Swords? That's doing everything in your mental power to do what you can do before the 10 of Swords. Letting go and letting God. Because God gets the last say so. God gets the last double check. God gets the last stamp on things. And if you ain't doing nothing, God ain't gonna do nothing. Like I don't know how y'all think God works. And there ain't no way around God. 9 of Wands. This is just being overburdened. So hopefully you hopefully this overburdenedness came from lining your ducks up. If you grinded like a mofo just to line your life up, man, not saying you should like let go of acceleration and just catch this breeze real quick, because we do got a 6 of Swords up here. I'm just saying, let go and let God. Because usually, like I say, this is the energy of like you study for a test. You can gave yourself many tests, you ready to go. But this test is so important, you feel like maybe you need to cram a little bit more. Sometimes you gotta, like I say, rest. Rest is what helps you get a good test too. It's good to study before you go to sleep. Maybe cram a little bit before you take the test. But you cramming all night, thinking you're going to go to sleep and be ready for the test? Like, nah, it's mental. This whole study routine is mental. It's a big epidemic in college for people like popping Adderall, speed, cocaine, and shit just to stay up and study. Motherfuckers was doing that in high school. And they ain't stopped doing it since your generation. It's a new generation of kids who are more pressured and more stressed and got more tests to go through and things of that sort. So, say all this to say this. If you got things lined up, don't trip. If you put in your work, don't trip. That has a lot to do with miracles happening too. Like I say, you got to believe in yourself. You got to have faith at some point. At some point, you got to be, like I say, assured in what you did. If you unsure of what you did, if you put out a piss poor performance and thinking it's going to be the worst because you feel you ain't put your all in there, hey, it is what it is. Let's put more final smoke on you in regards to yourself, feminine. We got the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, that's being all that in a bag of chips. I told you, you can be smart, 6 of Cups. You can have it all, 6 of Cups. People can, like I say, already like you. They can already take a liking to you and stuff like that. But guess what? You're going to have to come with something else. Looks ain't going to get you nowhere. They'll get you far enough, but they ain't going to get you nowhere. Being smart gets you far. It ain't going to get you all the way there. You got to be smart and street smart. You got to be street and book smart. Like, you got to be pretty and have something else going. Like, pretty and talented. Pretty and helpful, pretty, with purpose. Like I said, whatever you got going on is what you got inside. You manifested a 9 of Pentacles. This is an A. This is a great position. Even if you take an L or lose a Pentacle, you're still in a B. You're still in a position to do more or have more than the average person. You shouldn't be overburdened. 7 of Cups, that's knowing you got it. What's it? Whatever it is, it's something different from just a 6 of Cups. It's just different from what everybody else got going on. You got to know your own worth. How anybody else supposed to know your worth if you don't know? How anybody else supposed to respect you if you don't? How anybody else supposed to love you if you can't? If you don't know how. How anybody else supposed to understand you if you don't even get yourself? Masculine, you in regards to the feminine, you in the world. What is this being in the world business about? 8 of Swords. You in the world in a self-imposed prison. Gotta put more smoke. You got the devil card. So, first time I seen the devil and the masculine energy like this. It's a clarifier, thank God. I just didn't pull the devil directly. So, masculine, this is you in regards to the feminine energy. You in the world in a mental prison because of a devil. Like I say, seems like the devil just getting you right back on in where the devil had you before. You left the devil alone last week. You banished the devil last week. You had way more power than the devil last week. But what is the devil? Aside from addictions, aside from somebody being chained to you or you being chained to somebody masculine, this is regressive behavior. This is past behavior. Or this is really going backwards. Messing with the devil again will be going backwards. Revisiting a karmic you left, that's going backwards. Putting your divine feminine back in a mental prison you just released yourself from, that'll be going backwards. See, like I say, the devil be hitting you with the BS that kind of make you think your feminine is the devil. That's the way the devil been hitting you and been had you the whole time. You was able to see the truth from that, maybe because you wasn't under the influence of this devil. But now it's like the devil back. And like I say, they're in your feminine role, where your feminine should be. They trying to put themselves right where your divine feminine at. Like I said, this is a good twin flame. I'm a false twin flame. And this is a good it's a good karmic. Not a good one, but just a karmic that is very good at what they do to where you can't let go of them. Now I understand, like I said, we coming towards Christmas. I told you, I don't know if you realize that this is the time for a lot of robberies, a lot of domestics, a lot of people going crazy. I know a few people that's been kidnapped their girls, tweaking, robbing folks, stealing, killing, raping, pillaging out here, man, and they head just to get by. I told you, like, having a life ain't that easy. Everybody don't have a life. A life is the 8 of Pentacles. It's a lot of people living in the 5 of Pentacles, which is failure, to about the 7 of Pentacles, which is the re card. What's the 7 of Pentacles? That's a 70%. That's passing. But that ain't a life. When you just passing, that ain't living. You can live with 8 of Pentacles. What's the 8 of Pentacles? That's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed to sleep on, a job, a house to, be somewhere besides your job, a car to get to and from your house and your job, things, having things, luxuries. I mean, whether you believe it or not, internet is a luxury. I mean, cable is a luxury. Good food is a luxury. Smoking, what I do all the time, a luxury. You know what I'm saying? That's just things you got in your life. The average person ain't got a life. That's why they take people's lives out here. I'm gonna say that shit 2 times. 8 of Pentacles, that's a life. A lot of people ain't got one. That's why they take other people's lives. Masculine, you in regards to no, that's divine feminine. Divine feminine, you in regards to the masculine, we got the 2 of Pentacles. This is somebody in your face, somebody in your space. This is somebody that's close. This is somebody that's around. It's a particular masculine, somebody that's around. Oh, and let me go back to this masculine, you in regards to a particular feminine energy. I told you, my mom, my OG, she the right masculine. The problem she having right now is, like I said, her ex. He a little on the crazy side. Like, this is a chain. Like, you gotta divorce people. She ain't technically put the clamp on him yet. So, like I say, by her not putting a ten of sword to this devil here, this devil is running rampant. He ain't doing nothing stupid that's gonna make me fuck this nigga up if I ever catch him. He ain't that stupid, but he did do some foul shit to my OG and did it in a way to let her know that he did it. A little weak, garbage stuff. Like I say, he ain't really a real man. My mom more of a man than this dude is. He's a feminine energy. She's a divine masculine. He's a karmic feminine. And he being on some real nasty stuff. Like I say, it's Christmas time, man. A lot of people just don't get it. Like I say, don't feel sorry for the world, because the world don't feel sorry for you. It's too many people with too many levels of problems for you to even try to take a crack at it. Fix. People can't fix a person. You can help a person with how they moving with your wands, but you can't cure a person. Can't give a person love who ain't got it in them. Can't give a person understanding who ain't got it in them. You can't tell a person about God who has God in them but don't recognize it. Some people are, like I say, they're beyond fixable. Ain't nothing you can do with them until they wake up. Until God deal with them, you can't do nothing with them. Whoever this devil is, this is somebody that can't nobody do nothing with. Think about the people in your life. Like I say, most of you feminines, most of you women are divine masculines. And just like I told my mom, it ain't good when you got devils around here because of unfinished business. Like, if you gotta divorce a person, divorce them. You might not think y'all married. You might not think nothing. All I'm saying is, all you doing is just keeping them chained to you. You might not physically deal with them. You might not seen them in a minute. But if you walk around with their name, you chained to them. And ain't the fact they chained to you, you chained to them. Let's keep it freaking real. I'm talking to adults anyway. And most y'all older than me. Divorce people you not with. It's karma. Y'all got married under the eyes of God. So God kind of in y'all ass like a gerbil karmically because of this union that you had under God that ain't godly no more, that ain't spiritual no more, as if, this ain't a karmic situation you need to end. I told you, some doors need to get closed. They don't all have to be about, the dark side when I say the devil and shit like that. It could be something as small as you not handling your business. You still carrying somebody's name, you ain't even with them, you don't even look at them as a person or a man or some shit like that. But you saucy as hell. You got a 6 of cups. You one saucy individual. You're in the process of manifesting something. It's like you blow up. And he come out the woodwork and take half of what you got, like Anita Baker husband did her. Well, Wendy Williams husband did him. I mean, her. But she could be you got rocking. You a woman. You wouldn't think a man to come at you like this, but I told you, men are women now. And women, y'all act a lot like men. Masculine, you in regards to yourself, we got the Ace of Cups. This is self-love, self-care, self-admiration. This is one crucial ingredient, masculine, that you're going to have to ingest and digest for you to get this whole devil situation. The difference between the devil and your divine feminine is the devil still kills and destroys. Whoever this karmic is, they want to take from you. They want to destroy what you got. Might not be destroying your life. Might be just destroying this new opportunity that you got going on. Devil steals. Stuff they stealing from you just might be your essence. Stealing the good out you. I know a lot of people who sabotage relationships because they got a whole nother plan. Who sabotage business moves because they weren't included in the plan. Especially with people with businesses. People with stuff going on. Trust me. People you ain't beefing with. People you beefing with. little co-workers, like I say, people you hire who you keep having problems with. Like I say, a lot of y'all got state coming into y'all facilities. A lot of y'all got, paperwork to turn in. A lot of y'all got business to handle. If you a boss, if you a leader, and you bossing doing leadership type stuff, you cannot let your left hand know what your right hand doing, yet alone the people you work for. I told you, you working 30 times as harder having a dream than the person who just helping your dream, who just supporting your dream, who just working for you while you doing your dream. If you lose your licensing, you lose your business, you lose whatever, it's on you. It ain't on the person who made you lose your business. It ain't on the person who sabotaged you. Yeah, it's their fault, but it ain't. All this happened under your watch. That's accountability. Whether it's worldly accountability or divine accountability, you got to handle your business. So masculine, you in regards to yourself, self-love. You got to love yourself better. Why? So somebody can love you. You got to understand yourself better. Why? So you can understand another person. You got to respect yourself better. Why? So you can get the respect you looking for. I say, a lot of y'all women, like, y'all hit me with the, okay, we supposed to lead y'all. Man's supposed to do this. Man's supposed to do that. Do you do realize there's more women than men on earth? You do realize it's a whole generation of fatherless children. Generations. We ain't talking about just my generation, the 80s babies, who pops, couldn't be around because of public aid and stuff like that, like the people before my generation and right coming into mine. Was a generation of men on the street because they couldn't be in the home because in order for you to get public aid, you know what I'm saying, there ain't no men in the house. And at one point, I think 95% of the projects in Chicago was on public aid. That's 95% of the men who ain't in the house. That was a whole generation of men on the streets, thus creating a whole future generations, me included, of fatherless children. Women, y'all been the men a long time ago. Roles switched a long time ago. Y'all ain't noticed that? Hey, like I said, document your life, watch your life, really take a peek at what really matters and what really don't. Going into the future, you gotta be stronger than the average woman. You gotta be strong as a woman and strong like a man too. You gotta be mom and dad out here. You been had to be on that. So like I say, why should you get grown and think that a man's supposed to give you structure? I tell everybody that come on readings with me, like everybody that have a life coaching session with me, first thing I be saying is like, if you found me and you understand me and I can resonate with you, then I'm just letting you know that you a psychic too. And you more powerful than me because 95% of my clients are women. As a woman, you way more stronger than me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you out of here. Every female psychic got me beat just off the gender. Now for you people who in between, I'm talking about the women. You was born a woman, but you a dude now. Just consider yourself one of the faithful few. And then you got, like I say, anomalies like myself. It's very few of us. That's why I take pride in what I do. Moving on. Masculines, you're going to have to really understand yourself. This goes for the masculine and the feminine. It's in the masculine role. But the reason why the masculine has the Ace of Cups, because like I say, you got to learn how to love yourself. Your feminine loving you on the frequency you just ain't on yet. But by loving yourself, you'll be matching that frequency soon. Understanding, you're still trying to figure your feminine out. You got a self-imposed prison, like in between her and you. You know what I'm saying? Like you really try to understand, but it's just you ain't quite really getting it. So the best way to really understand your feminine is to really understand yourself. Once you understand yourself fully, you will literally see yourself in your feminine. That's an experience in itself. Feminine's seen it with you, you're gonna see it with them. Lastly, we got the Seven of Wands. Big part of this self-hate, if it ain't self-love, big part of this selfishness or selflessness is the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is internal conflict. Five of Wands, that's external conflict. That's shit that don't involve you, but it can. But why? Unless this outside conflict got your name on it, I wouldn't pay it no mind. Seven of Wands is 2 wands higher than the 5 of Wands anyway. It's a higher level. Internal conflict. That's more important and more crucial than any outside conflict that's in this world. How do you deal with internal conflict? You deal with it. You deal with it. If you ain't healed, it's gonna show. Where do you think triggers come from? People get triggered because they're still healing some stuff. It just ain't completely healed. That's why I can trigger you. I used to have a lot of triggers. My twin flame eradicated that for me. I used to not really know who I truly was in life. My twin helped me with that. I didn't really comprehend divine love. I didn't really comprehend the divine feminine. My masculine was like the missing link to my madness. If I wasn't in twin flame, if I wasn't in recognition, union or reunion with my twin, I wouldn't be in a position to even say anything, to do anything to help somebody else with their demos. It starts from self. I had to take a real good look at myself and really understand myself before I could try to get a crack at my twin. Thank God I took a crack at myself, because I got a good crack at my twin. Now I got a good crack at everything else. Everything makes sense. As far as even getting into union, y'all see me in year one. Year one, union was far away from me. LLE season 2. I was right on the cusp. Y'all didn't really get to see union happen. Union happened season 3, February 2020. No? Let me think. Yeah, February 2020. Season 3. Your union was 2019. I started in 2018. I got a union, like I say, like the process of me getting a union was like for my twin birthday, which is like November 30th, all the way up until February. So like those were the crucial stages. People was telling me I was getting a union and everything. I didn't believe it. Didn't happen. Like I said, I've been in reunion with my twin. I've been in separation with my twin, but like that's the first time I can actually put a stamp to me on what I think union is. I could have been in union well before February, what was that? The day before Valentine's Day, February 13th, 2020. No. I don't know, man. It's been a while. Cause I think February 220, February 2019, the year union. That's when I got in the union. So, cause February Valentine's Day 220, I was with you, Joy. So yeah. So this was I'm sorry for ranting. Met my twin in 2012. I didn't start LLE.Ascension until 2018. I didn't get into union until 2019. For the first time. Y'all seen it. Y'all was there. I told y'all when it happened. Described what happened and everything. Met my twin in 2012. We didn't get in union until 2019. 7 years is a sign of completion. Didn't I just say that? 7 years, sign of completion. That's 7 years of hard work. 7 years of grinding, faith, doing what I felt I needed to do to get in union. And guess what happened when I got in union? I didn't know what to do afterwards. That's when the 5 of Wands in my deck became crystal clear. Life after union or outside conflict. Wrapping this up, feminine going to the future. We got this grooming card again. You had it in your message in the first reading. We got it again. This is good grooming, bad grooming, or ugly grooming. Told you, good grooming. This is you being in a position to groom somebody. That's good. That you even at a pinnacle to do that. Pinnacle, Pinnacle, to do that. Pinnacle, not pentacle, but pinnacle to do that. Pinnacle is a pinnacle too. Ugly grooming, that's you being groomed for somebody else's agenda. It's ugly. It ain't bad, but it ain't really good. It's like you have a dream to start your business, your sister start a business, your sister business blow up to where she need workers. And you end up working for your sister because you keep it in the family, but you still got your own dream. But like in your head, let's just say you start your company too. Like if this was the other foot around, your sister would probably be in your position right now, but you just playing your role. So you getting grooming from your sister. All your sister doing is just teaching you how to get on just like her. She ain't teaching you to work for her. She's teaching you to get your own. Unless it's legacy. Like the thing my mom building right now, I know eventually it's gonna end up in my hands. Hopefully not too soon. I want my mom to live a long, beautiful life. You dig what I'm saying? So, but I know I gotta fall in. She been wanting me to fall in line with this whole little process. I've helped along the way, but I didn't fall in line till like just last week. We started this in 2009. Here it is, 220 going to 221, and it's taking off. That's a long time. Damn near 11 years. It took 7 years for me to get in the union. It took 11 years for my mom dream to come true. But what was I doing? What was she doing the whole time? Wands. Shit don't happen overnight. It might, but if it do, 9 times out of 10, that shit was just a glitch or just beginner's luck. Attaining things is easy. Maintaining it is a full-time job. That's why you need to be groomed to maintain things. And what's bad grooming? Bad grooming, that's just you being part of somebody else's, like somebody just grooming you for them. Like it's one thing being groomed for somebody else's agenda, but it's another thing to be groomed for a person. You don't ever want to be groomed for a person. The only people who get groomed for people are people who really at the bottom of the totem pole. These are the people who just take any job that they can get and take anything from anybody. Usually these are bums. We are not bums. Even bums had, like I said, a fair shake just like everybody else in life. We all came from the same starting gate. How your life ends up is all from your actions. Everything you've done, everything you did, and the action and the behavior that went into it. We ain't talking about the stuff you finna do because that don't matter. Masculine, you go into the future with God. King of Swords, where is God? God is up. If you following God, then you going up. That means you headed in the right direction. But when God come out, it's like I say, good, bad, and ugly that happened. I think God came out on the feminine energy. God coming out on the masculine too. Same lesson God gave you, feminine. God finna give you masculine. And the message is this. This is the lesson that you learn. When God do good things, appreciate it. When God do things, but they come out ugly, like it might not be what you wanted, but it's what you needed. That might be ugly, but still be blessed that God even showed favor. When God come through and make bad stuff happen, it's only for one reason: to get you on track you need to be, to get you around the people you need to be around, to get you in the locations you need to be in. Usually when God rained fire and brimstone down on my fucking demo, usually after he did it, I ended up usually where I needed to be. Prior to me starting LLE.Ascension, I ended up homeless. Like if you really check out my Facebook and see how I was living prior to my channel, I had a pretty decent demo. Seemed like everything was making more sense then prior to this. The only difference is like I say, I put a lot into my third one. It's actions. I was a doorman. I used to like put up posts, record myself talking, just saying stuff. Like, so if people that say they hate my rants, let me let you know something. Rants is what started LLE.Ascension. Before LLE started, it was LLE Boom blogs. And I didn't have no cards. Straight rants. Straight rants. And that got me a little buzz. The video that really got people on me was me talking about twin flames. I was bald head with like a white and blue jacket on. That, I ain't gonna say it went viral, and none of my shit went viral, but that had big numbers. And my twin flame story. Them 2 videos got me online. It wasn't my first video that I uploaded. It wasn't even the second one. It was them rants that I did back in 2016 that people caught on to. But why was I recording myself? Just to see how I looked on camera. This is a platform. I recognized that soon I started recording myself. Damn, you know what? I could utilize this. This is my stage. I'm an actor. Like I actually got actor experience and stuff like that. I went to school to be an actor and shit like that. Like, I'm an actor. This is my stage. I'm working the fuck out this shit. Working it got me at least established here. That was easy. Like, getting these subs was easy. Maintaining these shits is a full-time job. Saying all that to say this. It comes to a point in life where you're going to have to let go and let God. That's submitting. This is God raining fire and brimstone in your life, and all you doing is just hitting your knees and praying, God, what I got to do? Because obviously what I'm doing ain't it. God, where do you want me to go? Because obviously I ain't headed in the right direction. Or it's just karma all up in your booty. And you just begging God, like, yo, what do I need to do to not be here no more? Wands. You learn by doing. The only way you're going to learn. Learning by doing. You're not going to wish nothing in your life. You're not going to hope shit in your life. You're not going to expect nothing in return. You're going to work for yours. God don't help people that don't help themselves. God don't bless people who ain't blessing others. You got to give in order to receive. That's some facts. That's some shit you're going to have to understand. You got to give in order to receive. Like I say, I've been living for myself my whole life. It wasn't until I started helping people to where God started helping me. Say that 2 times, and that's the final message. It wasn't until I started helping people where God started helping me. 3 of Wands. That's how you get home. That's the 4 of Wands. So if you want to get in twin flame union, reunion, and recognition, be on purpose, find purpose, stay on purpose. In spite of. You want to get closer to God, be on purpose, stay on purpose, in spite of. God is just in the next step. You want to find your place in life? You want somewhere to feel like home because you feel like you don't got no home in this world? Just 3 of Wands. Just be on purpose, stay on purpose, in spite of. You're going to fall in line exactly where you need to be. That's the message that I got. Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned. We got Wild Out Wednesday tomorrow. After these karmic messages, I got a real good special Twin Flame and Union Reunion and Recognition reading, Infinity Read, probably coming Thursday. Check out the videos that you ain't checked out yet. This is part 3 of 6. Deuces.